Hi, everybody. Welcome to my channel here today. I'm so excited to kick off by ranking all 16 DC movies. I am your host, but real reviews. And today is the day I'll be ranking all 16 DC movies. Before I do get started here, let me know in the comment section below, guys, how would you rank all 16 DC movies? I'd like to know in the comments. My list is the same as everybody else's, but I'd like to know. So, for my kicking off with the number 16 spot, it was a tie between Wonder Woman 1984 or Suicide Squad, the 2016 first one. So, number 16 was Wonder Woman 1984. Honestly, this whole film got involved after the events of the first Wonder Woman movie. And this one was kind of a bit of a letdown for me because we have two villains. We have one side villain was Cheetah. It was kind of cool to see her, but the hobo CGI as Cheetah was kind of like a big letdown, a bit of a disappointment. But Maxwell Lord as the main antagonist villain, as Petro Pascal, because even though I did like him a lot in the other movies or shows he has been in, even though it's just stuck with him only, but on Cheetah, but the movie itself was a bit of a disappointment for me. It was not my favorite, but it was still fun. For number 15, it is Suicide Squad, the 2016 version one. I did enjoy this one a little bit more than Wonder Woman. This whole villains, took on Batman before in the comics, like Harley Quinn, Killer Croc, Deadshot, everybody else, even though Will Smith played as Deadshot in this one. There was some fun moments that was a kind of makes me interested in this film, like the whole Amanda Walker involving teaming up with a Suicide Squad to take down the major threat, since what happened with Superman and Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice. But this was a bit of a okay for me. For number 14, it is the Justice League, the Joss Whedon version one that came out in 2017. Honestly, I thought of this movie was kind of fun because seeing how this whole movie involved Steppenwolf. The whole thing with him, the CGI of Steppenwolf was kind of ugh, what am I looking at? A villain or a hobo CGI? Honestly, the whole film itself is based on the comics. The Justice League going against Steppenwolf, one of the other major threats involved in the Justice League team. Not bad of a movie, but they should kept on working on that movie a bit better. For my number 13 pick, it is Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle came out last year, and I saw that movie in theaters. I liked it a little bit because Jaime Reyes as Blue Beetle, great choice, but the main actor that played her was Solo, that played in Cobra Kai as Miguel Diaz, was a great fit to play as Jaime Reyes, even though the whole film itself is about this artifact Beetle got stuck on Jaime Reyes, become the man himself, Blue Beetle. So it was a bit of a fun movie. For my number 12 is Birds of Prey, the Harley Quinn movie. It's more like a what happened after the events of Suicide Squad and everything else involved. Birds of Prey was a fun one because Harley Quinn and other heroes team up together to take down the main villain, Black Mask. And even though Ewan McGregor, even though I'm a big fan of him as playing as Obi-Wan, he was decent playing as Black Mask. They should have an even better actor to play as the main villain. Harley Quinn, Black Canary is in this one too. I like it a little bit because of Harley Quinn. And the story itself is kind of wacky when off story of the whole movie itself, but they pick back up again to make it to end it really well. For number 11, it is Black Adam that came out in 2022. I saw this movie when it came out. It was fun. I did enjoy this one just a little bit more better than Birds of Prey because the whole story itself, as you know, The Rock played as Black Adam, but the whole thing of him is Asian goddess, from the demigods to the gods, and seeing Black Adam came back. It was kind of cool to see him in play, taking on Hawkman, all those Asian gods as heroes, Dr. Fate was kind of cool to see him in this one too, because it was kind of cool to see Dr. Fate introduced into this film. It was fun to see this movie, but really entertaining too. Then for my number 10, it is Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom movie. I saw this movie when it came to theaters. I saw it. I did like this one a bit because I like the story of the Ocean Master as Aquaman's brother. They both work together to take down Black Manta again, since he was introduced in the first Aquaman movie. Like, I did like the story as a brother movie, like teaming up together to take down the main villain, but still, it was cool. For my number 9 it is Suicide Squad that came out in 2021. Now this movie, on the other hand, was amazing, better than the original one, because there's so much characters in this one. Because Harley Quinn came back, newer actors, newer faces. Like, King Shark was in this one. It was kind of like a weird CGI as a shark walking out of the ocean to the mainland. All this anti-villains came to team up to take down the Starry, the King Conqueror, around the whole system. But even though it was great to see, like, Deadshot, different actor, a lot of great new faces. Polka Dot Man was kind of cool to see him. Like, so much newer heroes in this movie. But Peacemaker, on the other hand, it's John Cena, everybody. Even though I did like him a lot, because even though he was introduced in this movie and he had his own spin-off show on HBO Max, so it was a fun movie. Don't get me wrong. For number 8, it is The Flash that came out. I actually saw this movie when it came to theaters. I'm a big fan of The Flash itself. Like, honestly, the whole part of the Flash movie of resetting the whole timeline again, to like how what happened in the show, The Flash, the CW show, like how he did to make this Flashpoint paradox to reset everything since what happened with Barry's mom, and everything changed a lot. Batman, Michael Keaton was a big highlight for me to see this movie. It was a fun movie. For number 7, it is the first Aquaman movie. Honestly, I did like this better than the second one, because the first Aquaman was to introduce him. Ocean Master was his long-lost brother. As you know, he fought him and became the king of Atlantis. It was cool to see Atlantis underwater. It was kind of cool to see, like, everything was kind of cool to see that movie. And number 6, it is Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Now, I remember this movie when it came out, because I saw this when it came out. Honestly, I did like this one a lot, because I did enjoy the story of Shazam and the other gods. Like, it's basically more like a demigods, like, but seeing like how this whole movie was structured to make it Shazam joining the Justice League in the future. That'd be the most awesome thing to see. Since Wonder Woman was actually involved in this movie too, seeing her on and off screen in this movie, because Shazam was part of the whole lineup with the Justice League in the comics. So that we brought Wonder Woman in, tried to recruit him, but he stood back to be with his friends. And overall, it was an awesome movie. For number 5, to break the top 5s, it is the Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. And yes, why is this number 5 for me? Because seeing Batman and Superman go up against each other, like how Frank Miller made that into a comic book, was awesome. If I see this movie in action, was even epical. Like seeing like how Batman facing the Dark Knight, the Man of Steel. Man, I would love to see that movie. But it did came out, and I saw this movie, and I got it for Christmas one year, and I watched it that night. And I actually liked that movie because the whole structure, seeing Lex Luthor in this movie, and Doomsday was like a bit of a disappointment for me too, for Doomsday, because it was another bad CGI villain. Like, I want to see a realistic villain. Come on, guys. But even though I did like this film, because Wonder Woman was in this one too, as you know, tried to bingo into the whole movies and the DC films. But overall, it was epic, but awesome when Superman go up against Doomsday. But even though it was epic, it was awesome. For my number 3 pick, it is the number 4 pick, by the way, my bad guys. It is Shazam, the first Shazam movie to be introduced. Shazam! Nothing happened. I wish I was him. But even though even though the Shazam movie was fun, I like it better than the second one because the whole structure of seeing like how he was introduced, as we know, Billy Batson went to this cave and the other Shazam tried to give Billy the powers of Shazam. Like, even though the story was great, I love the main villain. Mark Strong, as a villain, was awesome because he was actually a villain in the Green Lantern stories. As Sinestro. Like, even though this was a bit funner, really entertaining story arc. But yeah, for number 3, it is the first Wonder Woman that came out in 2017. I actually did like this one a lot because the whole structure, seeing the introduction to the Themyscira, the whole princess of Themyscira, as we know, Diana Prince, the mom, everything else was amazing. Like, I did love the story of a woman lead hero. Wonder Woman was so cool to see her in action. Gal Gadot, she was amazing playing as her. Like, the whole story, seeing Stephen Trevor for the first time was love at first sight because they're both all like in a relationship in the comics. And even though I did love this movie a lot, it was a fun story, but really entertaining. For the runner-up for this list, it is the Superman, Man of Steel. Now, this movie was epic, yet epic. I love how they did with this movie, honestly, because seeing Henry Cavill as Superman was freaking amazing to see him in action. Lois Lane as Amy Adams. Like, even though this movie itself was awesome, really epic movie, but so fun. Like, I'm a big fan of Henry Cavill, and I do love Superman because I grew up reading the comics and watching the films. Man of Steel was a great film. I honestly love the story arc of what happened in Krypton. The main villain, General Zod. Great actor to play as him, but awesome. Awesome. For number 1 on this list, it is the Justice League Zack Snyder cut. The upgraded film from the original one. Because in this one, Zack Snyder directed this whole film. They added another hour, make it like a 3-hour movie. Added so much details to the story arc with more things. Like you see, like Steppenwolf came back as a better version of him. And seeing the glimpse of Darkseid at the end of the movie was like, wow. Are we getting Darkseid? But even though that this whole film itself was amazing, it was worth of watching for 3 hours. But it was epic. It was awesome. So thank you all for coming into my channel here today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed my ranking of all the DC movies. Thank you all for coming into Bud's Real Reviews to everyone. If you want to follow me on here on YouTube, you guys can hit that subscribe button down below. Right down over here, guys. If you want to be notified by my channel, hit that notification bell icon as well. Right down over here, guys. Come on, join the fun, guys. It's fun to interact with me, to talk about movies or superheroes. I'm your guy. Bye, everybody.